it been since you kind of had an idea that this might be the day for you?
Yesterday.
Were you surprised? What was your reaction to finding out?
Excited. Just a step in the right direction. We feel good to make this decision. I feel good, and it's just another step in our progression to get us back out there.
What was it about yesterday? Did you have to clear a workout or a test?
It's a mix between where we at in the rehab, where we at on their end, and I think they cleared some stuff up. We were in a certain situation, and it just kind of aligned where it's okay, this is the next step with collectively with us together moving forward, with me being a part of this team. So me and Goody had a conversation. I'm like, great.
Dave, was there any concern you might open the season on you kind of realizing that this was going to happen?
You know, typical player speak is to say taking it day by day, but we really meant that. It's really been a day by day, and any questions I know it's going to come up. You guys are going to ask me, expectation of that. I mean, it really is day to day. Hence, this situation, you asked me how, it took it one day at a time. That's what yesterday was.
Dave, but at least this gives you, from an administrative standpoint, the possibility to play week one.
Yeah.
Had you stayed on it, obviously 4 weeks would have been. And so do you feel any differently just being off the list about where you're going to be than you were, a couple days ago when you were still on it?
My mentality doesn't change, and just attacking the day, going to win the day no matter what, and just keep my head down. And whenever I look up when it's ready to go, I step between the white lines, and it's Sunday, whatever day that is, or whatever week that is. I'm just going to be excited. Can't wait to play.
Only you know your body. What did it feel like?
I felt like I was ready to come off PUP, begin integration back with the team. So it's just another step.
Is there any pain or any tightness, any stiffness at all still in that knee, or does it feel normal? What was your word?
No, it feels good. Like I said, we'll see how we respond tomorrow. But as of right now, good check mark on the day. Felt good. I was happy with where I was at, and we'll kind of address and move on day to day.
Dave, how do you address those expectations that you set for yourself, knowing where you were when you got injured, as to where you are as you try to get back onto the field as a whole?
Exactly like my expectations on where I hold myself as a player.
Yep. With where you are rehab-wise to where you want to be physically and mentally.
Yeah. Played a lot of years, so you're never ever going to be 100%. This is definitely a acute situation, which I've said it many times. I would love for it to be a very just typical, easy, go in there one time, clean it up, and we're good to go. It's been the journey that I've had to attack, and I just know that I'm not going to break no matter what, and I know what I'm capable of and what I'm going to do, and whenever that moment that gives me that solace and that peace when I get to go back out there and play, I'm just excited. And any other noise or questions, that's your guys' questions, and I'm only here to give myself my answers.
Dave, you said you wanted to wake up from the nightmare one day. Was that day today, or is that when you play?
I'd say probably playing the game. This is another step in the right direction. I don't want to get too ahead of myself. So right now, I'm pleased with where I'm at, and I'm excited to see what tomorrow brings me.
What's the motivation like to get back for week one?
High, extremely high. I hold myself to a very high standard, and there's a lot of ambitious things that I want to do. Even last year, same thing. And I think right now for me, it's just managing those expectations and focusing on the now and winning the now, and then let the bigger. I take care of the little things, let the bigger picture sort itself out.
Does it feel more likely today than it did maybe a week ago, 2 weeks ago, a month ago?
I see what you're trying to do. It feels good today.
What am I trying to do?
To feel better, it's like trying to set an expectation. I don't know. I'm happy with where I'm at. Felt good. I'm excited, and I'm going to see tomorrow how I feel. And I know that I'm just taking it. And I know it sounds so cliche. I'd love to give you guys a better idea, but I'm generally I really mean this, Bob. I'm taking it day by day.
How nice is it to be back out there without you?
I fucking love it. Oh man, it's been there's just a certain at peace being out there with the guys, putting pads on. I didn't realize how much I loved the game until it was tried to be taken away from me, and I was like, nope, not gonna happen. So it's nice to just begin that first step on my journey to be back out there.
At that very end in the huddle, what'd you say, and then just how nice is it hearing the guys cheer for you like that?
something for this. I'll keep it between us and the men in this locker room, but really just appreciation and expectations for this year.
Does Aaron have to look out for you as quarterback now?
For me playing quarterback?
Because you're doing it in the O-line drills.
He probably should. I warm up the arm a little bit, but I think mentally we're probably step for step with each other.
Is there a point where the doctor shows you a positive scan and that gives you confidence you're ready? Or was this decision mostly based on, that was 12, was this decision mostly based on how you've been responding after workouts?
It's really been how I've been responding after workouts. Obviously, we've had a positive scan the first time, and then we had to go get a positive scan the second time, and then even the third time. And then it's really been the big hurdles through this whole process has been the inability to get over one surgery and have to compound it with a second one, and now I have to get over now two together, and then didn't get a chance to fully get over the second one, then I had to get a third one. So it's like that's really been a struggle through the physiologically in my knee, and then the atrophy that comes with that. And Larry, you probably understand. You've had probably a fair amount of your surgeries over time. So it's really just managing that, and then once letting that dust settle, then building back up and now becoming a football player.
With that in mind, you've had a couple of different setbacks now, like you said. Does that change how you manage those expectations at all?
No, besides having to go back to square one from a surgery standpoint, the expectation doesn't change in what I expect to do and what this team expects from me.
With everything you've been through, Dave, is there a greater appreciation for today?
Last year, first, is there a difference between when I came back the first time and this time?
Just in terms of your appreciation.
Yeah, I was extremely grateful, and had my own personal moments the first time I came back. It was awesome, and it's just tough when it gets taken from you. It's not by your choice. That was something I had a hard time giving up. Basically, my knee saying no, and this time now I realize that I cannot control it as much as I want to. I like to be in control of my destiny, and it's just more like, hey, what are you feeling like today, knee? How you doing? You holding up well? Cool. Let's go in there. We're in this together, man. So that's been the special moment that I've had, really, just in this point. Just grateful to be back out here again, and hopefully this is no more back and forth. So just positive daily steps in the right direction.